Good evening and welcome to Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with the host of Love 101, Naeem Najib. I think he dropped out of the stream. There we go. We got him back up in there. There he is. All right, cool. Naeem Najib, what's going on, my brother? How you doing today, man?
I'm excellent. How are you, Charles?
I'm doing great, man. I can't complain. And we got some studio guests in the audience today. So if you want to introduce yourself, that'd be awesome. We'll start off with Ebony and we'll go around the table.
Good evening, everyone. Ebony, Nice to see everyone. Thanks for being here.
We didn't hear you because you was on mute.
You still on mute, but it's all good. We got you. And
That's Clarence.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah, it's Clarence. And now I know where the mute button is. So
all right. And last but not least. Okay, Salim. All right. Well, yeah, Salim. So we'll get back to everybody. But before we get started, I gotta pay homage to my sponsor. So I'm gonna give them a shot. The A Game. Here's the commercial for the A Game.
This is A Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
All right, and that is the A Game. Again, it's good for your strength, libido, energy, and like I said, again, it's good for your immune system. So, fellas out there, if you want to boost that immune system, definitely take this. It's a great product. I recommend it to anybody out there. So, again, that's the A Game. If you need the A Game, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836. All right, Naeem, we're going to get back to you, brother. And what is the topic for tonight?
Well, the topic today is stepping into the new year with self-love and self-care. So rhyming, gotta make it rhyme. So today's topic is basically self-love and how to do it, right? And giving you a practical system to do it. And this is the book we're gonna be looking from. It's the Daily Step System, a guide for self-care and personal development by yours truly. And so we're going to talk about this. I'm going to show you inside this book. I'm going to invite everyone to order a copy of it. It's like $5 or something on Amazon. And you can join us in a 30-day self-care, self-love challenge. And it's not even really a challenge. It's just an enhancement, something to enhance your life. This is a simple guide, and it tells you how to use this system. And then the last 30 pages of it, the last 60 pages are 30 days worth of templates for you to add your personal self-care routine in. So now let's talk about, first of all, what love is, right? Because I'm here to share the truth about love and healthy relationships. And today I'm going to talk about what self-love is for ourselves, meaning usually we're talking about relationships with other people, but before you can even get there, you have to love yourself first. And so how do we do that? So I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Let's see. I'm going to try here. See if this works. Charles, let me know if you can see it in a moment. Okay. Can you see it? Are we sharing yet? I can't hear anybody.
I can see it just fine.
Okay. All right, great. So here's the fundamental principles of love and fear. We're going to start with this, as we always do. And this is actually going to be the next book about the facts of love and fear. So on this side, we're talking about what love is. So people waste a lot of time asking the question, what is love, instead of just deciding what it is and moving forward on it. setting a goal for your life and say, you know what do I want? I want to be happy and joyful. Okay, now how do you do that? Well, let's say that love, meaning having a healthy relationship with love, is a relationship with freedom, appreciation, communication, trust, sincerity. The 5 pillars of healthy relationship. And it's not really pillars, it's just principles. These are the 5 fundamental principles of love and fear. And on the fear side, we got fear, attack, anger, conflict, trauma, separation. So here's the love side, and I'm going to stop this now. Come back to you guys. All right. So it's that simple. We go over this every single week, and because one day maybe we'll get it. Remember, if any one of those things, all of those things, and any one of them are love. So let's just ask the question real quick. When you hear about self-love, what do you think of, Charles? Starting with you, what do you think of?
Basically loving yourself, taking care of yourself, doing what's right for yourself.
Okay, Ebony.
Health, wealth, putting the person in the mirror first.
All right. Mr. Clarence Ball the third. Doctor.
I think that self-love is just really about learning who you are. I think a lot of it is, how you treat yourself and everything, but I think you have to learn more about who you are before you prescribe what that's supposed to look like. You know what I mean?
All right. Thank you. And Salima, self-love, what does it mean to you?
Yes, love.
I said, what does it mean to you, self-love?
Self-love means that that I make decisions about my experiences that are going to make me feel good, that are going to bring joy, that are going to bring me peace of mind, and that are going to enrich my life.
All right. Thank you.
And also, I'm sorry, it also means that I'm going to make a decision toward my self-care that may be different than what somebody else may think I should do. But it's the one that I think is best for me, regardless to what somebody else may think.
But what if I think self-love is you making food for me every day first, and then one day you stop? Then that's not loving. Salima, it's not loving to me,
It is, but it's not doing what you want to do, doing what I think is good for me, which is self-love.
Well, that's the thing about selfishness. Whenever you're not doing what someone else wants or taking care of their needs, the selfish person will always make it about them all the time. So whatever's going on with you has something to do with them. Oh, how come, you didn't make food? Is it something I did, something I said? How come you didn't feed me today? How come, it's always something, always has to do with them. But right now, we're talking about self-love, self-care, not selfishness. And in the chat here, we got Sasha says the answer to the question was, his answer is knowing the person in the mirror and falling in love with that person first.
I love
it. HD, thank you, Sasha. HT Lovejoy here on vacation says that it is union of body, mind, spirit, and energy. That's very holistic. Thank you. And Clarence says, amen, Salima. So thank you for that. So now what I would like to do is take it from a conversation to a practical application. So we're going to talk about a holistic, we are holistic beings. We're not just physical beings. We are emotional. We have, mental level, energy, and the physical, of course. We got to take care of all of that. And so how do you best love and care for yourself? And herein lies the step system. So I would like to actually, again, I'm inviting everyone. So January 1st, we're going to start going through this. We're going to, as a group, we're going to go through it. I see you got yours, Salima. Yeah, hold it up. We're going to go through this now, and we're going to account for it. We're going to be accountable to each other to go through it each day, because it's a daily system of checks and balances for yourself. And as a group, we can use it to help propel us and keep us accountable each day to loving ourselves. And it's also a very self-revealing system, because it'll show you the areas that you're strong in and the areas that you need improvement in. Because STEPS actually means for study, train, eat, pray, sleep. That's what the acronym stands for. So study for the mind, train for the body, eat for the nutrition, pray for the spirit, sleep for the rest, and how to systematize all 5 areas of that. As H.T. Lovejoy said, union of body, mind, spirit, and energy. So how do we do that? So would anyone be willing to read with me when I put this up on the screen? We're going to go through the whole thing so everybody has a clear understanding. Anyone be willing to read with me? Okay, Ebony, Clarence, okay. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to share my screen. And let's see. Can you see my screen? Can you share it, Charles? I just want to show y'all here on Amazon. You search my name, you'll find right on the first book there. That's it. So it's there on Amazon. It's only $5.55. So, you know, under $10, you can have a whole 30-day. You know, that's less than a sandwich. You know, that's less than round trip train fare in New York City, or just about. You know, so very affordable. Also, what did I want to share? Yes, the actual system itself. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna share a different tab with you all so you can see what I'm talking about here, so we can read together. Okay, I'm about to share it. Ooh, okay. Yes, can you go ahead and share it? There we go. So this is the Daily Steps System, a guide for self-care and personal development by me. And this is dedicated to anyone who's willing to put in the work required to become a better version of themselves. Here's to you. Cheers. And so in the table of contents, we're just going to go through it real quick. It's a very short guide. So just anyone listening, answer these questions, because if you want to take part in this with us, you know, just email us at love101media@gmail.com, you know, and we'll be checking in weekly on this show to let you know how our progress is going. But this is, you know, why not bring in the new year as a new version of yourself, not just making New Year's resolutions and goals arbitrarily, but actually having a system where you can every day go specifically, you know, specifically your nutrition plan, specifically your workout plan, meaning how many reps of push-ups or squats you're going to do, specifically how much water you're going to drink, specifically how many minutes of prayer or meditation, specifically how much studying you're going to do, how many pages in the book you're going to read, specifically. It's not just, yeah, I'm going to get stronger, guys. I'm going to lose this weight. How? Yeah, I'm going to lose it. All right, so what you going to do? Yeah, I'm going to go to the gym. With what gym? Do you have a membership? I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to go. Well, how often? Yeah, I'm going to just go in there. I'm going to work out. I'm going to lose the weight. Okay, what routine are you going to do? You know, it's like this talk, this doesn't mean anything. We're about to get specific in this stuff right here. So let me just ask if this guide is for you. So how do you know if this guide is for you? Answer the following questions, yes or no, to find out. So yes or no, do you want to become the best version of yourself? Yes, for me. Do you want to better nurture and care for yourself? Yes. Do you want to treat yourself better? Yes. Do you struggle with self-discipline? Are you interested in personal development? Are you unsure about where to start? Are you usually putting others first before yourself? If there were a system that could outline your daily self-care in a clear way, would you use it? So if you answered yes to any or all of these questions, this guide is for you. So what is the purpose of this guide? The purpose of this guide is to help you become the best version of yourself. This guide is for you and you only. It has nothing to do with anyone else. So get ready to dive deep into an intimate, committed relationship with yourself. The purpose of this guide is to help you become the best version of yourself every day. So by using this guide in the way it is intended, you will improve your self-discipline, be more present with others, improve your overall health and wellness, feel better about yourself, design a daily self-care routine that is tailored especially to you in your life right now. Also, be able to track your self-care and personal development progress. Also, raise your standards for your self-care and your overall health. Does that sound good? Anybody? If you could just come off of mute and say if it sounds good to you.
Yeah.
All right.
It sounds good. Sounds like you stepping on our toes a little bit, but we're gonna ride this out.
That's what I do. I step on toes, I pull triggers, and I expose the areas that need help. So that's what we're here to do. Let's continue. So would you like to continue, Clarence, with this page? We'll just do one page at a time.
Okay, so start at the top. How to
Yes.
use this guy?
I'm gonna go on.
All right. This is not a book you read. This is a book that you do. This guide is a workbook. What does that mean? That means that this is an interactive book, which means that you must make a very important decision before you continue reading. Write in this book. Grab a pen and be prepared to write in this book. Do not continue reading until you have checked the following 2 boxes. Number 1, you have a pen. Number 2, you're ready to write when prompted. Well, wait.
So, of course, when you have the actual book, you can do that. You can order it and do that. But go ahead, continue.
Once again, this is a workbook, not just a book. If you simply read this book and leave the pages blank without following the writing prompts, you've wasted your time. Give this book to someone who is ready to change their life. Is that person you? Let's see. Are you ready to become the greatest version of yourself?
Yes.
Are you ready to commit 1 hour to going through this guide uninterrupted?
Yes.
If you have answered yes to those questions, as Naeem has, then you're ready. Turn the page.
Thank you very much. And Ebony, will you continue?
Part 1, Introducing Your Daily Steps System. Understanding how the system works. Welcome to Part 1 of your Daily Steps System Guide. In Part 1, we will cover what is the Daily Steps System, its purpose, breaking it down 1 step at a time, study, train, eat, pray, sleep, raising your standards. In Part 2, we will show you how to use the STEPS system in your life, starting today. Ready to learn about the STEPS system? Let's begin.
Thank you. Salima, are you able to continue? Maybe not. I think her connection is a little messed up. Charles, you want me to?
I'm ready. What page
Are we
do
right
you want?
here? Up right there.
Daily steps. Is this page?
Oh, your connection is doing a little hanky. So let's skip because there's a little choppiness.
Where you at, Naeem?
Right here. You ready, Charles?
Yeah, where you at? Which where we at?
Right here where it shows on your screen. Top.
Oh, the first one. Okay. The Daily Steps System. What is it? The STEPS system is a simple self-care and personal development system all wrapped up in one. Self-care and personal development, you say? Yes, we do say. The two are one and the same. Self-care and personal development. Self-care is about taking care of yourself and your personal needs. Personal development is about becoming a better version of yourself. You cannot have a personal development and become a better version of yourself if you don't take care of yourself in the first place. And taking better and better care of yourself makes you in a better, more developed version of yourself. Make sense? Moving on. The purpose of the STEPS system. What is the purpose of the Daily Steps system? The purpose of the Daily Steps system is to help you become a better version of yourself. How? By developing your identity, specific things you need to do daily to take better care of yourself. It is that simple. If you use it, you will see that it works. Now let's talk about the individual steps.
Thank you, Charles. So what are the steps? Study, train, eat, pray, sleep. 5 steps. What does the acronym STEP stand for? Study, train, eat, pray, sleep. Can we all go on mute? Got the feedback. Thank you. These steps are the 5 areas of holistic self-care that address your health on every major level. You are a multi-dimensional being, meaning there are many levels to you. What levels are these? You have a mental level, emotional level, energetic level, physical level, to name a few. STEPS addresses these specific levels, self-care activities for each of those levels. So starting with study, that's the level of mind and mental health. Train, that's physical health, physical fitness and movement. Eat, that's physical health and wellness and nutrition. Pray, that's spiritual, emotional health and wellness. And sleep, that's energetic health and wellness. Clear? Now let's take a look at each of those levels in the STEP system model. So Clarence, will you continue from here? Study.
Mental health. The first S stands for study. This is the mental level. Here you exercise your brain and mind. How? There are many activities that you can do to support and strengthen yourself mentally. Examples of studying: reading, writing, puzzles, brain games, math, word games, learning something, taking a class, practicing an instrument, taking a certification, listening to a lecture, taking notes on a topic. All of these activities qualify as studying. Train. Physical fitness. The T stands for train. This is the physical level, specifically movement. Movement is medicine. Training is about intentionally moving your body in ways to support your physical health. Examples of training: walking, running, gym, personal trainer, yoga, exercise, stretching, swimming, biking. All of these are activities that qualify as training.
Thank you, Clarence. See, these are very easy to get through. We're already halfway through it. Ebony, will you continue?
Yes. Eat. Nourish the body. E stands for eat. This is the nutrition level. This has to do with anything you ingest, put into your body. The goal with eating is to put things into your body that contribute to your overall health and longevity. Examples of eating: drinking water, eating a meal, taking supplements, taking medication. All of these activities qualify as eating. Pray. Spiritual, emotional health. P stands for pray. This is the spiritual and emotional level. It goes beyond traditional prayer, although praying counts. The goal here is to connect with a higher source, higher power, higher intelligence, to guide and ground your life. There are many ways to do this. Examples of praying: meditation, deep breathing, reading scripture, praying, altar work, journaling, affirmations. All of these activities qualify as praying.
Thank you. And Charles, for the sleep.
Yeah, because I need some. Yeah, sleep. Resting and recharging. The last S stands for sleep. This is the restoration of energy level. This is where you decide how much sleep rest your body needs to be at a peak functioning each day. For this is the part of your STEPS system. You simply need to answer a few questions. How many hours of sleep does your body need each day for you to feel rested, restored, and energized? What is my bedtime? What is my rise time? Do I need to take naps? If so, how long are they?
All right. Okay. And so that's that. So now here's the principles of the STEP system. One step at a time. And mind you, you're getting the whole book right now on this episode. So the only thing you don't have is the actual book to get in and use, but the whole principle of the system is laid out in front of you right now. And it hasn't even been 30 minutes that we've been on, barely 25 minutes. So let's continue. So the principles is one step at a time. So STEP system is built on the following principles: ease and consistency. So here's the grounding principle. Don't go from 0 to 100 go from 0 to 1. In other words, it's better to take small steps that are consistent than to take big steps every now and then. So if you've been sitting on the couch for the last 6 months and you want to get in shape, should your first move be to go on a 10-mile run? No, stop. Just stop before you hurt yourself. You'll hurt yourself and you not run again for another 6 months. So what should you do? How about a 10-minute walk for starters? Remember, it's better to go to 0 to 1 than to try to go from 0 to 100. If sitting on the couch for months is 0, going for a walk is 1. Getting up and trying to run 10 miles right away is going from 0 to 100. And guess what? You will fail. Step system principle: progress, not perfection. There is no such thing as perfection, but there is progress. Will you continue, Clarence?
Using the steps system will help you progress and build momentum in your self-care, fitness, nutrition. Overall personal development in a very fluid and easy way. How? By creating a daily self-care ritual and breaking each activity into small, easy, manageable portions. Now let's talk about raising your standards. Ouch.
You said ouch. Okay.
Raising your standards. What is the goal of the STEP system? The ultimate goal of this system is to help you create standards of self-care that will become an automatic and integral part of your daily life. What are standards? Ouch. Standards definition: your standards are behaviors, habits, and the quality of life that are normal and acceptable to you. If your standard for nutrition is 12 cups of water minimum per day, then you don't have to strive and struggle to reach that mark. It's just what you do. It's normal and automatic. It's the difference between saying, I try to drink 12 cups of water a day and actually drinking 12 cups of water every day. Keep going?
Yes.
All right. Setting goals to raise standards. The purpose of the STEP system is to set reasonable goals that gently push your limits to help you develop into a more developed person for yourself, your ideal self. By consistently pushing the limits of your old standards, your old self, you will raise your standards for self-care, and the new standards will be your new normal. Yep.
Did you want to say anything from there, Clarence?
Ouch. And yeah, I think what you're calling a norm, sometimes I call like a default setting. You know, You know how a computer has a default. So yeah, I think, at least, in my journey becoming a man, it's always trying to reset my default. Like what's my baseline? How do I talk to people? How do I treat myself? All that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's good. It's just we're saying the same thing. Same different words, same thing we're saying. So yeah, it's like, for example, a standard for all of us is eating, right? Eating every day. You have food, you eat every day. Nobody has to say, oh, I got to put on my list to eat something. No, but you may have to put on your list to eat something healthier, right? You may have to put on your list, okay, chocolate cake or the apple, right? The soda or the coconut water, right? You might have to put that on your list, but you don't have to put on drinking and eating, because it's a standard. Every day you drink and eat. Every day, even wearing clothes, but okay, what kind of clothes? Every day you bathe. You don't have to say, okay, I got to bathe today, right? I think I wrote that in the book. So it's about, like you said, if your normal is being belligerent and rude to people, then you may have to say, oh, let me stop, shut my mouth, listen to what this person says. My norm, my default is to not listen to nobody and to just blurt and blat all my stuff onto them. And so maybe my new standard or my goal should be to be a better listener. Then my step will be, as soon as somebody says something, to not just react, to be silent, think about it, put myself in their shoes, and then respond. So that's the similar thing we're doing with the self-care system. So, and this is a very important, I say, if anything, this is the most important part, is understanding the difference between standards and goals. Because a goal is not a standard. Like hey guys, I want to be in better shape. So I want to do 100 push-ups a day, and just saying, you know, I do 100 push-ups a day. That's what I do every day. That's your standard, right? Or I want to start leaving the house early for my appointments. It's like, no, I leave early. I make sure I give myself enough time. It's my standard with time, right? So this is a very important chapter. Anybody else on this before we continue? And Ebony, you're up next. So if you would share the screen again, please. Thank you.
If your current standard for water is 4 cups a day, but you want to reach 12 cups a day, you have to set a goal to reach 12 cups a day. Does that mean you start drinking 12 cups every day? No. Start with 5 cups a day until it feels normal. Then raise it up to 6 cups a day until it feels normal, and so on and so forth. That is how STEPS system works. No pressure, no stress. Just reasonable goals that you will diligently accomplish every day until your standards are raised. Just to be clear, let's take a look at the difference between standard and a goal. Take a look at the following clarity chart. Goals versus standards clarity chart. Goals. I try to walk for 10 to 15 minutes a day. Standards. I walk for 15 minutes every day. Goals. I try to make my bed every morning. Standards. I make up my bed every morning. Goals. I aim to read 20 pages a day. Standards. I read 20 pages every day. Goals. I want to exercise 3 days a week. Standards. I exercise 3 days a week. Goals. I try to meditate every day. Standards. I meditate every day. Clear?
Yes.
By now, you realize that there are things that you do automatically that don't have to be put on the list, like bathing. Why? Because it's a personal standard. STEPS system will help reveal your self-care standards.
Thank you. And Charles, for the last page here.
All right. Naeem Ansel Najib. Okay, in some areas you will be shocked by your lack of self-care. In other areas you will find you are strong. It's all part of the process. Speaking of processes, STEPS system gives you a way to quantify, measure, and track your daily self-care progress. This can be helpful to see how well you are doing day to day and your areas of strength and improvement. How does this work? Glad you asked. Turn to the next page to find out.
All right, y'all, we 80% there. So this is where the actual practical part comes in. Okay, so can we go on mute real quick again? All right, so this is part 2, using the STEP system. Get your pen up. In this part, it's time to create your personal daily step system. We'll begin by exploring the idea of your ideal self. Next, you'll be asked very specific questions about how your ideal self practices self-care using the STEP system model. This is an interactive part. You'll ultimately create a daily daily system of self-care activities by setting goals in each of those areas of life. So study for the mind, train for the body, eat for the nutrition, pray for the spirituality, emotions, sleep for the rest and energy. By the time you're done, you have a simple daily routine that will help you better yourself and raise your standards in every major area of your self-care. Ready? Let's begin. So Clarence, will you hit this one?
Your ideal self, the best version of yourself. Can you clearly envision an ideal version of yourself? Can you describe them in great detail as if you were casually talking about yourself right now? If you can, describe the ideal version of yourself now. If you feel you can't, envision and describe them anyway. Here are some of the guiding questions that will help you get a better picture. Envisioning and describing my ideal self. First question: what habits does my ideal self have? What is their daily routine? How do they take care of themselves? Can I see myself doing these things? How do they carry themselves? How do they feel mentally, emotionally, and energetically? Can you see them? Are they clear in your mind's eye? It's easy to have a general idea of how you want to live your life and the person you want to be. Then why are you not there now? Why are you not being that person now? Because the general idea is not good enough. A murky vision is not clear enough. You need to be specific. You need to be crystal clear. Specific how? Crystal clear about what? Specific about the daily self-care activities it takes for you to become this ideal version of yourself. And crystal clear about how long it takes and how much of these activities you do. So how do I become clear and specific about what I need to do to become my ideal self? Good news.
Thank you. And Ebony?
That is exactly what the STEPS system is designed for. It gives you a framework to build upon. Build what? Build a self-care plan and routine that will help you reach your goal of becoming your ideal self. Grab your pen. It's time for interactive clarity charts. Instructions. On the following pages are clarity charts for you to fill in. These clarity charts contain questions that will help guide you in the 5 areas of self-care and personal development. Study, train, eat, pray, sleep. For each STEPS area, there will be 3 columns with clarifying questions. Column 1, activity. Here you will be asked the activity that you would do every day as your ideal self. Activity question. What self-care activity does my ideal self do every day? Activity example. Understudy. You might decide that an activity you do every day as your ideal self is reading. So you would fill in reading under the activity column. Column 2, desired goal. Here you will decide how much of that activity you do each day as your ideal self. Desired goal question. How much of this activity does my ideal self do each day?
Charles, are you ready to continue?
Yeah, unmute myself as something up on top of there. But anyway, where we at? Okay. Desired goal example. Using reading. You might decide that as your ideal self, you need for 60 minutes a day, 1 hour. So you would fill in 60 minutes / an hour under the desired goal column. Column 3, the minimum goal. Here you will honestly decide how much of the activity you can easily commit to doing right now, meaning starting today, which is why it should be a very small and manageable fraction of what your desired goal. Ask yourself, how much of this activity can I do easily? Every single day, no matter what. Make that the answer, even if it seems minuscule. Minimum goal questions. How much of this activity can I do easily? Every single day from now on, no matter what's going on in my life. Minimum goal example. If you decide that your ideal self reads for 60 minutes a day, you might find it difficult to commit to 45 minutes or even 30 minutes a day right now. So you have to ask the minimum goal question. Your answer may honestly come back as, I can easily read for 10 minutes a day, no matter what. If that is your honest answer, guess what goes in the minimum column? 10 minutes. On the following page are clarity charts for you to fill out. Remember, this is only the first step in developing your personal STEPS system. Give careful thought to the questions and write in as many activities as you can come up with. What are you doing here? You are creating an action plan, which means you will take immediate action on decisions you are about to make. And what decisions are these?
All right. And now here we go. So everybody listening in still, we're going to make this part interactive. So I want you to think about this. You don't have to wait for the book. Actually think about the questions we're saying and fill in the chat based on the questions. If you want, you don't have to. And can we go on mute here in the studio and go fill in, what your answer is, and we're going to make this part interaction. So interactive, and then we'll take the comments. And I know people have left comments and questions. So here's the decision about what it means to be your ideal self. So bookmark this page. You'll need these answers later today when you actually put this plan in action. So here's a note. Please answer the questions honestly. Don't be a hero. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. This is all about you. Take it easy on yourself. So here's what it looks like. So we're here. This is the chart. Steps to becoming my ideal self. Study. Remember, STEPS, starting with study. Exercising your brain and your mind. So activity. How do I want to exercise my brain and mind every day? So this is where people start putting in, just give us one. Each person just give us one. So if it's listening to a lecture, or writing your book, or reading, or whatever it may be to exercise your mind, doing a puzzle, what is something you think you can do every day? And then the desired goal. How much of this activity does my ideal self do every day? So I'm going to stick with the example. Reading 60 minutes a day. That's how much I want to do. Minimum goal. How much am I willing to do each day to start? 10 minutes, right? I can do 10 minutes. I can do that in the bathroom, right? You take the book with you in the bathroom, have the book on your phone device. You can read for 10 minutes a day. You do that with, text messages and Instagram posts and notifications anyway. So how many minutes to an actual book, something you're trying to learn, can you devote to? So anybody. So here in the studio, let's go around. Charles, what's something that you want? How do you want to exercise your mind each day? Something you want to do.
Yeah, definitely reading. You know what I mean? Like different motivational books, to get me motivated and stuff like that. So that's something I definitely would love to do if I had more time to do. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, and how I can get that every day. How much of this activity does the ideal self do every day?
So ideally, how much?
Yeah. Probably, like you said, I have to start off slow because, like I said, I'm a busy guy. So I would say about 15 minutes a day, if possible. And how much am I willing to do each day to start? I mean, I could start off with maybe, 7.5 minutes, let's just say, let's break it down to a minimum of 7.5, break that 15 and a half. And then from that point, eventually enhance as I go along. So
again, that's what we want to. We want to start from the end. So do you want to be at 15 minutes when, let's say, you have plenty of time? Do you want to be at 30 minutes, hour, 45 minutes? Like, where do you
well, really 30 to an hour would be great. So I guess I would have to start over here for activity. That's why we'll put the 30 to 60 minutes per day, if possible.
Right. The desired goal would be your 30 an hour a day. And then you would start like today or tomorrow with your 15 minutes or 7.5 minutes.
Exactly. There you go. Okay. Yep. Got you.
Ebony, what's an activity you want to do?
An activity that I'd like to do to exercise my mind is learn something new.
Okay.
Every day.
Pick something. What would you like to learn?
A different definition in the Black Law Dictionary.
That's a good one. So how many definitions would you like to learn, ideally, every day?
Start off one a day.
Okay, I'm going to repeat the question. Ideally, how many do you want to learn a day?
I want to say 10 a day.
10.
Ideally.
All right.
Yeah.
So now how much would you want to start off that you think would be easy to do every day?
One definition every day to
Perfect.
start off.
Yeah. See, so this is how it works. You would put in, I want 10 a day. I'm going to be at 10, but I know right now, since I'm probably doing less than 10, maybe 0 or 1, I can start off with 1. And then you'll find that when you start doing 1 a day, you're like, I can do 2. And you do 2, I can do 3 or 4. And so that's how you work it up. Small steps. Clarence, what about you? Anything you want to do to exercise your mind every day?
So I'm back in school, and I want to read the stuff that is going to help me to define my interests. So read more articles, I guess.
Okay. Ideally, how many articles or how much time do you want to put into reading each day? Ideally.
This the desired goal, right?
Desired, yes.
It is my desire to read an article a day.
Okay. And I know these scholarly articles can be like 14,000 pages. So how what's how much are you willing, like you got to quantify it, either pages or time. So how many pages or how much time minimum can you easily commit to a day starting now?
I mean, I would rather put it in minutes, you know, like I could read for 30 minutes a day.
That's easy for you?
Yeah, I can commit to 30 minutes a day.
If I were your coach, I'd be like, that hesitation, we're going to take it down to 15. All right. We're going to take it down because we're talking about vacation. We're talking about New Year's Day. Step system is not about missing a day. It's about every day, holidays, birthdays, every day. So every single day, no matter what, meaning you quarantine, you got a little cough going on, you still got to put your 15 minutes in, you know. That's what we're talking about, because it's not about any days off. It's about how much you can easily. So if it was 5 minutes, so somebody was over here like, man, I really want to finish this book, but I don't really like sitting down for long periods of time. I'm like, can you do 5 minutes a day? Sometimes I coach people and I have to do one page or 1 minute. Can you do 1 page a day? Pick the book you want to read. Can you read 1 page? Like, yeah. And then they'll call me in a few days like, yo, I read for 20 minutes. I read 5 pages. And it feels so much better to say I read 5 pages when your goal was 1 page than to say I read 5 pages when your goal was 10 pages. You'd be like, oh man, it's like beating yourself up unnecessarily. Like you don't have to it's your step system, it's your goals, your life, your standards. Your goal is to create new standards by slowly getting yourself to a point of disciplined consistency, consistent activity. That's what it's about, because it's really not easy for human beings to go off from 0 to 100. It'll work for a day or two and then you'll fall right off. That's why New Year's resolutions don't really work out. So I'm giving you a way that you can make a New Year's resolution for yourself and it can actually work by being practical. And this is what you'll find all across the board. Ask people, oh yeah, so you want to work out, let's just say squats. You want to do more squats. You want to tone your legs, your thigh, your butt, your whatever. And like, so how many squats would you like to do? Like, yeah, I want to do like 100 squats. Like, okay, so how many you commit to doing a day minimum? You're like, I could do 50 squats. Like, I know you can, but I'm asking you, how many will you do? You know you're not. Because when's the last time you did 50 squats? You don't remember. So can you do 5 squats right now? Could you just stop what you're doing? Like I can talk to y'all while I'm doing 5 squats. Watch. I'm like, how many squats can you do right now? That's 3, 4, 5. Right now, you can do 5 squats. So set your minimum at 5. First thing you do when you get out of the bed, do 5 squats. And you would make 1 mark on your list. And if you decide that, oh, before bed, I'm doing another 5 squats, you got 10 squats in. And if you do that for 10 days, you got your 100 squats. All right. And if you do that every day, your body's going to be like, this is easy. Give me more. And then you're going to take that 5 to 10 and that 10 to 20 and that 20 to 25 to 30. That's how it works. I'm showing you how it works. This is a hack to your human biology. It's not your fault, everybody. If you say, oh man, I'm lazy, you're not special. We humans, we all lazy. Okay. We are built to be lazy. Or that's why we're so smart. Why you think we got running water and stuff that we don't have to go out walking a mile with a bucket and going to a river and coming back? Because we lazy. All right. Somebody was like, man, how can I get another few hours of sleep? I don't feel like going to take a whole hour to walk to the river and come back. And so somebody sat down and started thinking like a canal, a pipe. Oh, shoot, laziness created this. And now we could just go turn on the water, wash up and go back to sleep and be lazy, because that's what we built to be. There's 3 things that drive human nature, because there's 3 things that drive nature of everyone, all animals. 1, of course, self-preservation. That's the bottom line. But under self-preservation is 3 main things. 1 is avoidance of pain. Anything that's painful or stressful to you, you avoid it. So if you burn yourself, you tell a child touch a fire, you don't got to teach them this is fire, it's hot, let them touch it. Then nature will tell them that hurts, don't do it. Second thing, maximizing pleasure, trying to receive as much pleasure as you can. That's why dopamine, sex, chocolate, alcohol, anything, you know, physical touch, these things feel good. We want more of it. It's natural and it helps us to, it's part of our nature. And the last thing, which is what I'm really getting at, is conservation of energy. Conservation of energy is what created a remote control. The difference between getting up and walking 3 seconds off the couch to pressing a button to change the channel and be like, you know what, forget that. I don't, you know, so somebody sat down and figured out radio waves and stuff to find out how to send the invisible signal from one device to another device so you wouldn't have to get off the couch. How lazy can you be? It's 3 seconds. It's like, ask any Olympic athlete, an Olympic gold medalist, Usain Bolt. I'm like, Usain Bolt, your TV is over there. It's like 2 meters away from the couch. You are the Olympic athlete of running. I have 2 options for you. You're watching TV, you want to change the channel. You can get up with your incredibly in shape Olympian body and go change the channel and sit back down. It'll cost you maybe 10 seconds, maybe 8. Actually, you're Usain Bolt. Let me stroke your ego. Maybe 3 seconds you could do this. Or you could just pick up this thing right here and press one button in 1 second and it'll change the channel. What you gonna do? He's an Olympic athlete, but he's gonna press the button. Why? Because he's lazy. All right. I'm trying to help everybody realize that we are meant to be lazy. That's why we're so smart. Too smart for our own good. So smart we don't even gotta you don't even gotta go out to eat anymore. You bring the restaurant to your house. You're like, you know what? I just want that picture looks good. Boom, your thing is on its way. 20 minutes. Knock, knock, knock. They slide it to you, you know, because COVID don't want to touch you. Slide them the money, and you go. It's like, oh boy, that was a long walk from the couch all the way to the front door. You know, get my Shake Shack and stuff, right? Because we lazy. So, step system respects your laziness and just pushes you a little bit. And that's why we're gonna start. Let's say here's the real key to it. Let's say your standard for reading is actually, let's say it's actually 20 minutes a day. I would say as your coach, start with 10. Still start with 10. Even though you already do 20, say 10. So that when one of those days you're feeling super lazy, you can still feel good when you like, I did 20 minutes today and I was only supposed to do 10. Look at me. But that's more than you would have done, right? If you set it at an hour. So I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from. Would you like to go to the comments now, Charles? I know we have some, and I want to keep going without acknowledging the people listening. So I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments, bro. A lot of comments. So we're gonna start from the beginning to the end. So we'll go right on up here. I can't say this name, but thanks for tuning in. It's coming in slow. Bonjour. What's going on now? And I can't say the name, but thanks for tuning in. He also says something else in another language. I don't, you know. Thanks for tuning in, brother. And Breon Nichols, he says, "What's good, people? What's going on, Breon? Thanks for tuning in, brother." Karen Dickerson, she says, "Good evening." Also, Breon comes back with the okay. That's during the conversation we had. We got Izzy Meditates. What's going on, lady? She says, hold on, that ain't coming yet. She says, hello, everyone. We also got Tyrone Ricks, the 10 of Life. He's definitely tuned in. What's up, Ty? What's going on, brother? Hey, man, keep doing the great work I see you doing over there at 7th and Hayes. Keep doing your thing. That's the 10 of Life. Also, Karen says it's taking a little while to come in, so just give it a little second. I don't know what's going on today. She says, yes, I can see. She was talking about the conversation we're going on. She says, Kendra, what's going on, Kendra? If you haven't checked her out, she's the Essential Oil Coach. We'll check her out. She's on every Wednesday for Wellness Wednesdays right here on Feel Good Talk. She says, great Evil. What's going on, lady? And Christina McIntyre says, self-love is discovery. Yes, it is, lady. And Karen Dickerson says, self-love, understanding and learning me, mind, body, and soul fully, which will then allow me to love fully in all areas. Love small world with a big meaning. Thank you for the comment, Karen. Thanks for tuning in all the time. She's always tuning in every program. Ty says, what's up, Izzy? Camillus Lewis says good night. I tune in late. Camillus Lewis is in the house. I think he's from I forgot what island he's from, but he's teasing us right now because we definitely did that.
Yeah, you know he's teasing us because any island.
Yeah, I know he's
tease,
teasing the hell out of us. So again, thanks for tuning in. And let me make sure I don't skip anybody here. Hold on. Yeah, we did almost did. Izzy says, what's going on, Ty? And Karen wants to know, Naeem, do you send out autographed copies? Since I'm an author also, I like to obtain signed books from my sisters and brothers as I build my library.
Oh, that's excellent. Yes, I will do that.
Yes,
And
it is. Yep. There you go. And Izzy says the world is so in need of this book. Self-care is very important, a necessity in life. Yes, it is, Izzy. Naeem will be selling a lot this year. 2021 is going to be crazy for him. And she says, love this. A good tool to use in a lot of areas. That was Karen. Dreddy Gal, she's always on. Thank you for tuning in, Dreddy. She says, thanks for this. I love the ideal and practice of my ideal self. So there you go there. And hold on, we got more, man. We got so many, man. It's crazy. Hold on, it takes a little time for them to come in today for some reason. She says, Karen says, I write and read at least 2 hours a day, if not more, and do jigsaw puzzles as well as writing several letters or cards each week to mail out to family or friends. I may need an extra page, laugh out loud. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Somebody engaged in healthy relationships is what I'm talking about.
Yes, indeed. And yes, consistent activity. Izzy came back with that one. We also have Karen. She comes in again. She says, I love how you present. Great speaking voice that keeps attention of listeners. So that was a shout out to you, Naeem.
I know what you mean, but okay.
She says, I'm getting motivated on doing things I know I'm supposed to be doing, just listening to you. So again, she shouts you out again, Naeem. Okay. Izzy says, yes, I'm learning so much. Kendra Moore's back. She says, tell the truth. And we also have, that's why I like to get these things early.
Yeah, we were on a roll. We were reading.
Karen says, conservation of energy. I'm sorry. And she also says, we spend more energy looking for the remote. And that is true. I still can't find one of my remotes. I've been looking for that thing for a long time.
Oh, so, Charles, you can download an app in your phone that will shoot a remote and then cut out all the remotes.
You're right. You might. I'm gonna have to do that, Naeem.
App.
And Kendra says, where can we purchase? Would love to get for my teenage son.
All right, just type my name into Amazon.com, y'all, and that's how you get it. Email me at naeem@naeemnajib.com or 101media@gmail.com.
Yeah, they love you out here, brother. Everything, everybody's they love me out here. So they had a lot of comments tonight, man, which we definitely appreciate. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Definitely appreciate it. So
appreciate you all. Thank you. And can you share my screen one more time? I want to show you how it can look in filled out form. So this is
there you go.
Your part of the book. So let's say, boom, like look here. I'm gonna show you. Can we go on mute here in the studio?
Yes, sir. Hold on.
So brief. In the top, you see here, brief and debrief. That's just, the briefing is actually writing this in. So you just check that off when you're done. So let's say write. One of my activities for studying is write my book. And I want to do at least 10 minutes a day minimum. And I did that 4 times. So I tally up 10 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the end of the day, I debrief and said I wrote for 40 minutes. Boom. Reading. I want to do at least 10 minutes minimum. I did that for 30 minutes. So I put 3 tallies here. And in total, 30 minutes. And debrief at the end of the day is going through this and saying, recalling how much you studied, trained, ate, etc. And then you just check that off. So train, again, these are just some general things. So go for a walk, 5 minutes minimum. Did that for 20 minutes. So there's your tally. Leg work, squats, 10 reps. You did 50 squats because it's 10 minimum. Cardio, jump rope, minimum 2 minutes. Did that for 6 minutes. I got 3 tallies here, right? So now we're in eat. How am I nourishing my body today? Drink water, minimum of 4 cups. I did that twice. So I did 8 cups, got 2 tallies. Full meal, 1 minimum, had 2 full meals, 2 tallies. Multivitamin supplements, 1 minimum for cayenne and multivitamins. So I did 1 multi and 4 cayenne. So you see how it can work, right? And then pray, let's say meditate and write an appreciation journal, you know, and as we have some journalers and writers out here. So let's say meditate is 5 minutes minimum for you. You did that for 15, you got 3 tallies here. So it's like, these are how many times you did your minimum. That's what the tally is for. I did my minimum goal 3 times, so 15 minutes. And that's how it makes it easy. That's why we pick the minimum, smallest goal. And then write an appreciation journal. Say 1 page is your minimum. And that's twice or 2 pages. So you put 2 tallies. And then for sleep, what's your bedtime? It's 12 a.m., midnight latest. Say last night I got to bed at 11:30 p.m. Put that in. My rise time is 9 a.m. latest. Say I got up at 7:30 a.m. Didn't take a nap, but the sleep time in total, times 6 hours. Well, the minimum is 6 hours. Got 8 hours. Boom. And that's the end of your template and how it's done. And so let me just read this last part because it's good. So you've been fully briefed on how to implement your daily step system. It's time for you to start your steps. So remember, the goal of the step system is to help raise your standards for self-care. So one day you'll no longer need it. So after 30 days, you should be able to throw this book away. Don't throw it away because, as we said last week about taking responsibility for your feelings, my feelings going to be hurt if y'all throw my books away, y'all. But you can generally, you can throw it away. Like, you don't need it anymore. You put it on the shelf. Let it be a remnant of when you really took time to care for and love yourself. And then you should do this all automatically. You don't need to write in the book. Every day you're drinking your 12 cups of water. Every day you're taking your 20-minute walk. Every day you're doing that. Give yourself 30 days to start. And what does it say? It says, so remember, the goal is to raise your standards so you no longer need it. Until then, be vigilant. Brief before you begin each day and debrief when you end each day. If you miss a day, it's okay. Pick it up the very next day. No pressure. After this page, you're provided with 30 days worth of blank step system, daily step system templates. Continue until you run out of templates or raise your standards so it all becomes automatic, whatever comes first. This is actually a good gift for others too, y'all, when you talk about wanting to help people. Because again, all of this contributes to your overall health, which contributes to your immune system, immunity, which contributes to you recovering from any type of immune virus attacking you out here in these streets quicker. So be aware. The first week is usually a bit rough. Don't be surprised. You're still adapting to the system. You will most likely need to make adjustments until it feels right for you. Don't be rigid or afraid to make changes if your original calculations are not working for you. Have fun, play with it, challenge yourself. Also be gentle with yourself. Do not beat yourself up if you don't reach your goals every day. Enjoy this process of growth on the road you created for your self-care and personal development. Track your progress and celebrate your growth. Just getting this far is an accomplishment, y'all. And remind yourself often, every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. Ready? Let's step to it. And then you have all of your blank templates for the next 30 days after that. And that is the book. We actually sat here and read a whole book in an hour or less and had a discussion. Thank you all for listening. So any other questions or comments?
Hey, man, that was awesome, man. I loved it. Enjoyed it. Great conversation, great activity. And the people loved it. So definitely, hey, congratulations to you too, on writing that book. You know what I mean? I didn't even know you were writing it. And next thing you know, bam, there it is. So again, man, shout out to you. And like I tell everybody every week, these books are Naeem's own personal work. So definitely support this brother. He knows what he's talking about. He's doing this thing. I think this is the 12th book, if I'm not mistaken. And, he's doing big things, man. He's a great dude. So definitely support this brother. So I do have something to say, though. I do want everybody to know that don't know that, how to check out Feel Good Talk. We're on LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk. We're actually also on Facebook at Feel Good Talk. We're on YouTube at FGT, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, and Instagram at Feel.Good.Talk. Just to let everybody know, coming up in a few days or in January, I'm not going to say a few days, but in January, we're streaming the Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. That's coming in January, but Way of Choice TV. Shout out to Choice TV. We partner with them. And then we have, just to let you know, just with Roku alone, we have 80 million viewers worldwide. So if you have anything that you want to promote, any type of anything, no matter what you're an entrepreneur, whatever you do, this is the place to promote your business because we're going to be worldwide all over the place. So, and again, just for, we got something going on, New Year's Day, not Eve, because we're going to be all over. We're going to be all over the United States. So we got people on the West Coast that's going to be on the feed and stuff like that. So we're going to do it New Year's Day. We were going to do it New Year's Eve, but we couldn't because we will be actually going into New Year's on the East Coast while the West Coast will have 3 more hours to go. And I didn't want to, mess up that for them. So what we're going to have is a celebration. Feel Good Talk and Choice TV. We present our 2021 Year's Eve celebration. Virtual dance party is January 1st. I don't know why this banner won't disappear because I just hit it to disappear. And okay, there it is. January 1st. It starts at 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time, and 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So definitely check us out. It's going to be music by me, myself, DJ Chuck B, also hosted by Jamila J. Choice. And we're going to have music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And we're going to have some special guests in the house. So definitely you don't want to miss this. This is by way of either YouTube, which is at FGT, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. We're going to be on we're going to be on Facebook Live. I don't know. They might cut us. So if they do cut us, you can go over to FGT on YouTube and check us out on there. So just to let everybody know, it's going to be a great time. We're going to go through the years of music, and we're going to have fun with it. And, it should be a great time. We do have some more questions over here that we want to get to, some more comments, and let me move this out of here before I do that. Let's get this out of here so I can see my people. There we go. So also, we have some more comments. So let me get to these last 3 comments. Here we go. Karen was busting on me. She says, don't get the app. Get up and change the get up and change the channel. No doubt, Karen. And she says, thank you to you for you, Naeem. And let's see. She also says, is this available on audio also? That's a good question.
That is a good question. Are we on YouTube with this, Charles?
Yes, we are.
All right, so it's on YouTube. So you can listen to it on, put the YouTube and just listen.
There you go. There you go. We listen to it right on YouTube, right? Because it'll be up at least by
and if you use the YouTube app, you can stream it to your TV. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's cool. Like y'all can see it on TV tomorrow night. Y'all definitely check us out on, well, not tomorrow night, New Year's Day. Check us out.
Friday.
Right, Friday. Thank you. All my days are running into each other. Check us out New Year's Day, and check us out, and you can watch us actually on television because that's what we're gonna be eventually for now on. Eventually, on Choice TV. Also, Izzy says she's ordering her copy today. And then, or do you have any motivational videos out? I love listening to them in mornings and thought to ask.
Check out YouTube, Love 101 Media. If you look up Love 101 Media, you'll see all the videos that we have on the books and discussions there.
There you go. So there you go, Karen. That's all. There you go. Look up Love 101 Media. And you could definitely find some motivational videos on there. And I think that's it, man. We had awesome show, man. Thanks, for everybody tuning in. Thanks, Ebony. You know what I'm saying? And thanks, Naeem. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to my brother. We'll talk about what I ate in a minute.
Yeah,
I love it though, man. I love it. That's my man.
Also, Sasha here says, learning to play the piano. Ideally, I would learn a song every month, but that's not going to happen. I can seriously commit 30 minutes every day when I can. All right. Well, I recommend 5 minutes a day, Sasha.
You the man. Hey, that's the man to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Naeem, he also plays the piano. He's trying to, but he's. I heard him. He's good. He's very good. So
yeah, that was another life. I was still am concert pianist.
Yes, so. Indeed. And she said, "Thank you. We'll look up and follow." So Karen's on it, so she's definitely going to follow you. And that's it, man. That's an awesome show. Anybody got anything before we get out of here?
Well, Karen would disagree. be lazy and do it the right way. Once you learn how things work, just work the system. Don't try to go against it. When you fight against nature, you lose.
Okay.
That's what happens. Your body is an animal. It's a machine. There's a certain way that it functions. You don't like change. You don't like drastic actions. You got to trick it. You got to reward it by doing small things every day till it gets used to it. Just like an animal. You got to treat your body like an animal, and you got to make sure that each day you're doing things that are not stressful to your system. And then one day you'll go from that 5 squats to that 50 squats, from that 1 page to that 20 page, from that 5-minute walk to that 10-minute run. You know, it's one step at a time, y'all.
Cool. And Kendra says, I'm working on my vision board now. This convo was timely. Thank you. So thanks again. Thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it.
I just wanted to say thank you to Naeem for inviting me and everything, and I really appreciate his teaching, the curriculum, and all that, because I've had a lot of personal growth since reading the first until now. So look it up online.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for tuning in too, Clown. We appreciate you, man. Definitely. Thank you again, man. For tuning in. And thanks again, Ebony. Thanks, everybody. Let me thank all the people at the bottom. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, we got HT Lovejoy. Thanks for tuning in as well. And Blessed Love. Thank you for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you as well. So, hey, man, it was an awesome show. I really don't have too much to say, man, but just enjoy your holiday. Be safe out there. And, again, check us out Friday at 10 p.m. right here on Facebook Live on Feel Good Talk. Or, like I said, check us out on YouTube at FGT, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. We'll be having a nice, awesome celebration. So definitely check us out. So, again, this is Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Break, along with my man, Naeem Najib, the host of Love 101. And we're about to get on out of here, and we'll see you next week, same time, 7 p.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Hey, and this is also the last show before the new year. So we'll be
Right.
back.
Last one of 2020. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. So again, see you next week, same time. Peace.